So now we are going to see the journal entries. So when we purchase an asset account debtor to bank account, that is the entry for the purchase of an asset account debtor to bank account. The second entry will be for providing depreciation. So depreciation account debtor to asset account. And this depreciation which has been provided must be transferred to profit and loss account, and the depreciation account will be closed. Right? For transferring depreciation to profit and loss account and closing depreciation account, we use this entry. P&L account debtor to depreciation account. In case of sale of an asset, bank account debtor to asset account. And loss on sale of asset, P&L account debtor to asset account. In case of profit on sale of the asset account debtor to P&L account. So these are the journal entries which will be recorded in the books. So first entry will be for the purchase of an asset to bank, asset account debtor to bank account. Then the second one for providing depreciation account debtor to asset account. Third one for transferring the depreciation account to the profit and loss account. The P&L stands for profit and loss account. So P&L account debtor to depreciation account. Then fourth one for the sale of an asset, the bank account debtor to asset account. Then for the loss on the sale of the asset, profit and loss account debtor to asset account. For the profit on sale of the asset account debtor to P&L account. So these are the journal entries. Now we are going to do exercise problem number 6. So let me first read the question. So an asset is purchased on 1/1/2016 for 50,000. So depreciation is to be provided annually according to the straight line method. The useful life of the asset is 10 years and its residual value is 10,000. Accounts are closed on 31st of December every year. You are required to find out the rate of depreciation and give journal entries for first 2 years. So the date of purchase is 1/1/2016. Cost of the asset is 50,000. Life of the asset is 10 years. And the residual value is 10,000. So they have asked us to find out the rate of depreciation, and we must give journal entries for the first 2 years, which means 2016 and 2017. Right, first let us find out the rate of depreciation. So we know the formula. First thing, amount of depreciation must be calculated. Cost of the asset minus residual value divided by estimated life. So the cost of the asset is 50,000 minus residual value 10,000 divided by 10. 40,000 divided by 10 gives you rupees 4,000 as the amount of depreciation. Then to calculate the rate of depreciation, 4,000, the amount of depreciation divided by original cost into 100 is the formula. So 4,000 is the amount of depreciation divided by original cost 50,000 into 100. We will be getting 8%. Now they have asked us to give journal entries for the first 2 years. So you know the format, date, particulars, amount. Right? So on 1/1/2016 the asset has been purchased. So what is the entry for it? Asset account debtor to bank account. 50,000. Asset purchased. Depreciation will be provided only at the end of the year. So at the end of the first year, books are closed on 31st of December every year. So 31st of December 2016, depreciation account debtor to asset account. So you are providing depreciation now. Amount of depreciation 4,000. So depreciation account debtor to asset account 4,000. Now this must be transferred. So depreciation has to be transferred to profit and loss account on the very same date, 31st of December 2016. P&L account debtor to depreciation account 4,000. So depreciation is transferred to P&L account. Then the next year, only on 31st of December 2017, you are charging depreciation again for the second year. Depreciation account debtor to asset account. So depreciation provided 4,000. Then it has to be transferred to P&L account. So 31st of December 2017, P&L account debtor to depreciation account. So depreciation transferred to P&L. Able to understand this? Now let us see exercise problem number 9. In the old book it is problem number 10 and in the new book it is problem number 9. So on 1st April 2008, Sudha and Company purchased machinery for 64,000. To install the machinery, expenses incurred was 28,000. Depreciate machinery 10% per annum under the straight line method. On 30th June 2010, the worn-out machinery was sold for rupees 52,000. The books are closed on 31st of December every year. Show machinery account. So now, let us first move on to the working note. So how to calculate the amount of depreciation and the book value. So you will be having the date column, particulars and amount. So on 1/4/2008, the asset was purchased. So cost of purchase, which includes the erection charges, installation charges as well. So this 64,000 plus the installation charges 28,000. The total cost of the asset is 92,000. So books are closed on 31st of December every year. So the first year depreciation will be provided only on the last day of the year, 31st of December 2008. We have purchased the asset on 1/4/2008. From the date of purchase till at last day of that financial year, we have to provide for depreciation. So the cost of the asset, they have already given the rate of depreciation. We need not calculate. So 92,000 is the cost. So do you know how we are getting this 92,000? 64,000 plus that installation charges. So the total is 92,000. So we are going to provide depreciation only on this 92,000 and 10% has been given. They have asked us to provide it under the straight line method. So 92,000 into 10 by 100. Why are we putting this 9 by 12? It's nothing but from 1st of April till 31st of December, it is 9 months. So we are going to provide only for 9 months. From the date of purchase till the last day of the first financial year. First year last day, 31st of December. So if we calculate from 1st April to 31st of December, we have 9 months. So we are putting 9 by 12. So 92,000 into 10 by 100 into 9 by 12 gives us 6,900 as the depreciation. This depreciation must be deducted. The amount of depreciation must be deducted. So you will be getting 85,100 as the book value as on the next year, 1/1/2009. The next year starts on 1st of January 2009. So the book value as on that date is 85,100. Again, we are going to provide for depreciation at the end of that year, 31st December 2009. 92,000 into 10 by 100. This time we are going to provide fully. So from 1st of January till 31st of December, full 12 months. Okay, there is no problem. So 92,000 into 10 by 100. We are getting 9,200 as the depreciation. Deduct that 9,200 from 85,100. We will be getting 75,900. This is the book value on 1st of January 2010. Now, on 30th of June 2010, they are going to sell that asset. So, we need to provide depreciation till the date of sale. Okay, that's why we are providing the depreciation for 6 months. From 1/1/2010 to 30/6/2010, we are having 6 months. So 92,000 into 10 by 100 into 6 by 12. We are getting 4,600. Did 300. This is the book value on the date of sale. So we are going to now compare the book value and the sale value. Book value is more. Sale value is less. So we are incurring a loss of 19,300 on the sale of the asset. Now they have asked us to do machinery account. So we have to do the ledger. So show machinery account is a question. So now we have already done the working note. We know the values. So I will just explain the ledger now. So on 1/4/2008, so machinery account. So we are seeing the machinery account. Now first entry for the purchase of machinery, we know machinery account debtor to bank. So machinery to bank 1/4/2008, we are writing to bank. And then the second entry, depreciation account debtor to machinery account, we are providing depreciation. 31st of December 2008, by depreciation 6,900. This side we are having 92,000. This side we are having only 6,900. This is the balancing figure. 85,100 is the balancing figure. Okay. So we'll be getting 92,000 on both the sides. Now, first year's closing carried on balance will be the opening for the next year. So on 1/1/2009, we are bringing this 85,100. So to balance brought down 85,100. Again on 31st December 2009, so the carried on balance will be 75,900. Make both sides. This carried on balance is 75,900. Make both sides equal, 85,100. And then this 75,900 has to be brought down on 1st January 2010 to balance brought down 75,900. This asset is sold on 30/6/2010. So we need to provide depreciation till the date of sale. So we are providing depreciation for 6 months, right? We know the value 4,600. So by depreciation 4,600. So it is sold on 30/6/2010. Bank account debtor to machinery account. That's why we are putting by bank. 52,000 is the sale value. Then we are incurring a loss. So for the loss on sale of machinery, the entry is profit and loss account debtor to asset account. So by P&L account 19,300. So both sides will be equal. Nothing for carry down. So that machinery account is closed. So we are making a sale of machinery. So the asset account is closed. So able to understand this?